everybody, welcome back to the Hynt Beauty YouTube channel. My name is Ashley, and today I'm going to talk about probably the most widely used Hynt Beauty product. This is sort of the product that got me just in love with the line, and that is none other than the Duet Perfecting Concealer. So before I get into how I like to apply this product, all the beautiful ingredients inside of it, I wanted to quickly go down memory lane. This has been through many different packagings, but all the ingredients inside are the same. So some of you might remember it came in a pink little squeezy tube. The problem with that is that, of course, plastic creates waste. That's no good. And number two, since it is such a thick, full coverage, amazing concealer, it was a little bit hard to squeeze out of the jar at times, especially if the temperature wasn't quite right. So once we did that, we then moved on to the frosted glass jar. Love these, very similar to something like RMS would make, with the black lid. And in the black lid, you could see it's almost like mousse-like. You could tell it's loose in there, but it's still quite thick, so doesn't move around at all. And this was done by a method called cold pouring. And this is done by hand, but as the seasons change and things like that, it's difficult to do, especially in the warm weather. So that transitions us into our current method right here with the pink lid, which I just think is extra sweet. And this is the hot pouring method. And the hot pouring method is a lot easier to use. You can see it's this sort of hard, completely pressed texture, and then you can heat it up with your finger in the jar immediately. It's a lot easier. The black one you sort of had to warm up. The tube you definitely had to warm up. So I think this is a great place that it's in. Adorable packaging, shade name and ingredients on the back as always. So it's really nice and easy, compact, easy to throw in the purse if you need to touch up as well. So this concealer has a bunch of beautiful, nourishing ingredients because it is the perfect in-between of blendability, high coverage, and while not creasing, and also while not settling in every fine line and just not providing any coverage at all. It's sort of a miracle product. So this has a base of avocado oil, aloe vera, and kupuaku seed butter, and that is derivative from a tree. And this gives it that full coverage while still remaining hydrating. So yes, this has a lot of emollients to it. I hear a lot of you guys say you have issues sometimes with this transferring, or maybe some creasing issues, so that is why I wanted to demo this product in action. But before I do, let's go through all the shades. We've just recently added a new shade in medium tan. So we do now have 6 shades of concealer. I'm hoping that all of you can find one that is absolutely amazing for you. So we have the shade Fair, which is much more pink tone and something I like to use as a color corrector. We have my shade Light, the shade Medium, Medium Tan, Tan, Dark, and Deep. And of course, like many products on the Hynt Beauty website, you can pick up samples of this for just a couple of bucks, and then it will ship free with any order over $12, but I will have more on that down below. Let's get right into applying this product. It's really nice and easy, but I just wanted to share with you guys some tips and tricks, and also allow you to see just how full coverage and amazing this is. So I unfortunately suffer with dark circles, something fierce. I could sleep all day long, every single day, and those under eyes would still be dark. But this is like my best friend. Even on days I'm not using this exclusively, I like to use just a tiny little bit on the inner corners. But with that being said, with this new hot poured method, it's easier to use than ever. So I will just open up the jar, rub my finger in there. I'm warming it up sort of in the pan. Then I'm going to take it in between my 2 fingers, warm it up even a little bit more, and also just sort of disperse the product so I don't have a ton on my ring finger. And then I like to tap it under my eyes. And I'm using the ring finger because your ring finger provides the least amount of pressure. The under eyes are areas that are very sensitive to getting wrinkles, very sensitive to any sort of tugging, pulling, things like that. So we like to use very, very delicate motions when blending this in. So I take the ring finger, you can see I start just blending it underneath my eyes, all the way out towards my temple, and then I also take it in towards my nose. That sort of triangular effect allows it to get brightened, and not only that, I get quite red around my nose, so I like to do a little bit of that as well. So it's really, really easy. This layers up beautifully. I have like 2 layers on right now, and then probably 3 because I go in with just a dab more on the inner corner, but it just never bunches up on itself. It looks beautiful. Just do really, really thin layers because, like I said, this is quite an emollient product, but I will get into the setting factor in a minute. But I just want to mention you can also use it to carve out your eyebrows. You can also use it to apply on acne. I did that with a little Fit Glow Beauty sort of pointed brush today. You can go right in there, any sort of synthetic hair since this is a cream. And you can just dab it on and then blend it out with your finger or with a sponge. And then, very, very important, you do need to set your under eyes, but it is important to find a powder that doesn't make this product settle into all of the lines, and that's where the Finale setting powder comes in. I just did a complete dedicated video to this product, and it comes in several different shades, so I will link that down below for you guys to take a peek at, but I just like to use this and a brush that perfectly fits the under eyes. This is also synthetic. It's actually duo fiber, so I can get right underneath the eye and not apply an overwhelming amount of product. So make sure to apply this anywhere that you applied concealer, and that will just lock it into place all day long, not add any color, not make it stiff, not make it dry. It's just a must-do step. So that is it, you guys. That is sort of your Duet Perfecting Concealer 101. I really hope that this was helpful for you guys in any way. If there's anything that I did not mention in this video, please leave me a comment down below. I will be sure to get back with you guys because I love this product. I've loved it in all of its many stages, and like I said, it's easier to use now than ever, so I highly recommend picking up a sample. I will include a photo of all the colors swatched on my arm down below so you can pick the one that is great for you. Again, I am the shade Light. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!